Welcome back to another episode of Messy But Motivated, where you can embrace the messy as long as you're motivated. Is that our line? I don't know. Anyways, how's it going, guys? Today's going to be a little bit different. I'm kind of dabbling. I'm going to kind of see what y'all like, okay? So we're going to kind of be everywhere. I've kind of been doing like the motivational. I've kind of been on my faith journey, and now I'm just going to kind of be me, and I hope y'all like it. I'm just going to talk to you because I don't really get to talk to a lot of people. So, hi, how's it going? Okay, stop, grow up. Anyways, the kids are back at school. I officially have a 5th grader, and I have a 2nd grader. Carson said the first day was in the medium. I said, what? I had like a cute video and everything of him like getting in the car, and then he ruined the video because he's like, it was in the medium. And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, he doesn't really know anybody at school, so because he homeschooled last year. And so he's like, it's kind of like going to a new school. He doesn't really feel, all the other kids like have a bunch of friends, and none of his friends that he does know are even in his class. So whatever. He's doing great though. And Chloe, I promise y'all, it is so hard. Today was picture day. First off, she goes into middle school next year. Lord help me. Send all the prayers. I need all of them. She is something. She's something. You know what? It's all going to be okay. I tell myself that all the time. Today was picture day. And I had said at dinner last night, I said, hey, do you know what you're going to wear? She's like, no. I was like, all right, well, make sure you kind of get it approved by me and Dad. I was like, whatever. So this morning, Mike's getting Carson ready. I come downstairs. I'm like, hey, what are you going to wear? And she's like, I don't know. She's like putting on her moisturizer. And I'm like, you don't know yet? And she's like, no. And mind you, she has to be ready. I mean, her ride's coming in like 20 minutes. I'm like, okay, well, let's try to figure this out. So we start going through her drawer. Mind you, her laundry hampers, like, I'm not kidding, it's like up to here. And I'm like, okay, are we going to take the laundry upstairs, or like, what are we doing? Are we going for Guinness Book of World Records? Like, can you let me know what we're doing? Because I need to know. She ended up being like, I don't know what I'm going to wear, but I want to wear these jeans. And she holds up these jeans that her grandma got her. And I think grandma got her, or maybe we got her. I don't know. Somebody got her. And they have the bows on the butt, okay, on the pockets. And I'm like, oh, those are cute. Yeah, you can wear those. Those are really cute. And I'm like, so I pick out a shirt that I think would look cute in pictures. She's like, Mom, that doesn't go with the pink bows. And I'm like, okay, so what are you going to wear? She pulls out this pink shirt that has like a number on it. And I'm like looking at her like, that's not really a school appropriate, like picture appropriate, I should say, top. Like, what? She's like looking at me. You know what, you guys? I didn't even feel like fighting the battle. I'm like, whatever, go. I don't care. The pictures are honestly for you anyways. All I do is I buy the smallest package, and then I put it in the baby book or whatever that thing is, and then you have it one day. I mean, and your family always asks for them, so your family will get them, but I don't put them up. I put our family photos up, But whatever. If that's what you want to wear, you know what? I'm choosing my battles, and that is not one of them that I chose that I was going to do today, so whatever. I had to warn my husband. Before she came upstairs, I said, I want you to know something. She's going to come upstairs, and she's going to have on an outfit that you're going to say, that doesn't look like we should be wearing that for picture day. And I said, and I want you to know, I had nothing to do with it. I didn't feel like we should be arguing on a Friday, especially a Friday of a 3-day weekend. So I did us both a favor. Let it happen. I said, she came up. I said, let's go do your hair. At least let me do that. Come on, girl. Bring it in. She didn't let me do that. Thank the Lord. Whew. These kids, what we gonna do, y'all? Today I thought I would talk about some of the things that I do that... some of the things that I do that I think you guys might relate to. I think you guys might relate to them because I was literally talking to my husband about this and I said, oh my gosh, I gotta tell this. I gotta tell these to my friends. I gotta tell it to them because they would be like, maybe I'm not alone on this and y'all can relate. And if you can relate, can you please let me know? Because I feel like I cannot be the only one that does this stuff. Okay. First off, y'all, we have been through 2 vacs. Okay, so I got gifted like the Robo Rock or whatever it's called. Like the one that like vacuums and then it'll mop your floor. It's like $400. And I used it like one time. Okay. And then we got gifted the Narwhal, and that's like a $1,200 like vacuum slash mop. Okay. So you would think I would use these, you guys. No, I don't use them. I think I've used that one maybe twice, 3 times. And the main reason you're like, well, why don't you use it? I don't know how to use it. You guys, I did it once. I did the review. I did like, oh, this is cool. And then every time I go to run it, I feel like it's not even doing the map it's supposed to do. And I kind of give up. I'm like, I don't even know. Sometimes it will vacuum and sometimes it'll mop and sometimes it'll do both. I don't know what I'm doing. So I just been putting the labor in. I'm just like using the Swiffer thingy. I I don't know how to do it. No. And the anxiety I get even trying to like think like to watch a YouTube and learn it, I'm just like, nah, I'm good. So I think I've come to the conclusion after laying in bed last night. I'm like, you know what? I should probably get rid of those. Should probably get rid of them. They'll benefit somebody else, you know? Not very beneficial to me. Obviously, they're just sitting there. But yeah, I guess you got to remember to turn it on and stuff. Some people said set schedules. I don't know how to set a schedule. I feel like I'd tried it like 2 or 3 times and nothing ever happened. So I was like, well, I guess it doesn't want to work. I mean, I don't blame it. Honestly, there's a lot of dog hair here. So the other thing is, I got a red light. Stop, I cracked myself up. I got a red light, like not just the face one, because I do use that one. I put that one, I try to do once a week on that, the face mask thing where you turn it on. Okay. I got a red light, like one that like is a stand up and it's so bright and you put the glasses on and you do all the things. And I set it next to my bed and I'm like, well, if it's next to my bed, I'm going to use it. It's next to my bed. Y'all, I've used it one time. Stop. I've had it like 2 months, 3 months maybe. I just am like, I just hang stuff from it now. Like, I'll hang like, oh my God, like my chargers and stuff from the lamp. I'm like, what are you doing? I don't know what it is, you guys. I got it and I'm like, okay, should probably use that. No. So I think I've come to the conclusion with that too, that I should probably get rid of it. I think that was like an impulse purchase, or maybe it was even a Amazon review thing that I had to do. I can't really remember and I don't want to lie to you. So I'd have to look. But yeah, I don't use it. I don't. Is there something in your house like you bought it and then you're like, oh, and the other thing that I bought that I've used one time is that cupping thing. I wanted to get rid of like, and everybody's like, oh yeah, you need to start cupping. I used it one time. I know. I know. What do you do? I don't know. Another thing that I'm totally guilty of, and this is like really embarrassing for me because I feel like I love it so much. Like it's like a love-hate relationship. Is like the cups. Like I'm looking at one right now, like my hydro jug and the brewmates and like all of those, I love them because the prints are so cute and I'm just like, oh, okay, and it's I'll carry it around, but I forget to drink from it. I do. It'll be like the end of the day and I still have the same water in there. And I'm like, this is embarrassing. So why do I keep buying them? I just keep out it, like it's almost like a purse at this point. I almost like should not put water in it and I should just put my stuff in it, like my cell phone and stuff. I obviously like carrying it. I don't know. That's embarrassing. I don't know what's wrong with me. I do like the prints. Y'all like them? Oh my God, I love the prints. They got such cool prints. Remember when it was the Stanleys? They leaked when you tipped them over. Oh, what was wrong with us? Now it's like all the leak-proof ones. Like, no. I get one that leaks and I toss it. I'm like, no. Donation Payel. I don't want no leaky cups. I ain't got time for it. I ain't got time for leaky cups. Life's hard as it is. I don't need no damn leaky cup. Lord knows it's gonna fall. My cup is gonna fall over. And I might have water in it or I might have lemonade. You don't know. I love lemonade. Y'all know that? I love lemonade. I kind of obsessed with lemonade. I love lemonade. Honestly, I stopped alcohol and I went straight to lemonade. Haven't looked back. I love lemonade. And one of my favorite things to do at night, I got the syrups that I squeeze inside my lemonades now. Okay. Raspberry is my favorite. So I'll do my lemonade and then I'll squeeze that in there. And then I get that apothecary, like the drops. They have like a Zen one and like, I don't know, other ones. I have one that's called Chill Out or something. I don't know. Squirt that in there. In my mind, I'm like drinking a drink. And really, that's probably why I'm passing out so early. Because it does chill me out. It's a whole vibe. I like it though. Yeah. Another thing that I found really embarrassing. Stop. This is why I can't. This is okay. Honestly, I'm going to enjoy this podcast. I'm going to rewatch it because I like to laugh at myself. But I'm literally sitting on my couch and I'm like, oh, I should do fall. Everybody's doing fall stuff. And outside, the weather has been pretty great. Like, I'm loving it. Like, I'll just sit outside and it's so nice. I'm eating it up. Bonfire weather for sure. And I'm like sitting out there and I'm like, girl, all these people are putting up fall stuff and you're over here with 4th of July still up. I still got flags in the backyard. I still got decorations in the living room of 4th of July. I don't know. I can't keep up. It's like, I told myself the end of July I would take it down. We're going into September. We're like 2 days away from September. And I still got it all up. I need to take it down. I just love the United States of America. That's what I tell people when they ask me why I still got it. Mind your business, Becky. I just love America. USA. Okay, girl up. Anyways, no, I should really take it down. You know what they need? And I would pay somebody to do this. If somebody needs to have my stuff like in totes, be organized for me. I don't want to be organized. Okay. I tell myself to be organized and then fall comes, I can't find the fall stuff and I go buy new stuff. And then the next year I find that fall stuff. Like it's a whole disaster. I'm a disaster sometimes. And I need somebody who's going to be like, oh, here you go. Here's your fall stuff. And I'm going to put it up for you. Isn't that being a dream? I need to put that in my journal of things that I want to happen in the next year. I seen somebody on TikTok. I followed her. I'm like, you don't live in my area, but I hope if I follow you, more people will do this. It was a mommy's helper. I'm like, what do you mean? She said, I started my own business as a mommy helper and I finally like do it full time. And I'm like, girl, you know what she does? She goes like 2 hours a day to people's houses. She's a mama helper. So like she'd come to my house for 2 hours a day and you can have her go run errands for you. Yeah, like do returns, drop things off at the post office. You can have her prep like the crock pot for dinner. She will do like some dishes. She will do whatever you need her to help you with. Yeah. Somebody needs to do that around here because it would be such a good business. Be a mommy's helper. I'll pay big bucks for that. I'm sure a lot of people would. There ain't enough time in the day. Right now, I'm already thinking of all the things I got to do because I'll leave tomorrow on a trip. I'm thinking about, my mama helper. I would have 4 hours today with her. I would pay her good too. So I just think that's going to be a booming business because people need help. There ain't enough time in the day. Nope. I told my husband, he said, how was your day? I said, there ain't enough time, Michael. There ain't enough time in the day. By the time it's time to go pick up these kids, I'm like, what did I do today? You know what though? Y'all watching a good series that the summer I turned pretty. Oh my gosh. I love that series. I don't know what it is, but it's getting juicy. So I get, it was just a background noise, but lately I have to watch. I'm like, ooh, what you doing, girl? Oh, what you doing? So yeah, there's a lot going on there. Anyways, the lighting and everything's pretty bad in here right now. I don't care. They canceled my order for my sign, which is so weird. Whatever, that's a whole nother thing. This room's supposed to be done by now. It's not. Can I tell y'all something? I say this all the time, but I don't think a lot of people really listen to me, and I'm going to need people to listen. It's some of the people that are very close to me, too. Listen to me. Read my lips. Can you see them? I admit I am horrible at texting back. I don't know what it is. I need to work on it. I don't know. I'm not good at it. I am so bad. I have 2 phones, and one of them's for work, for editing and doing all that. And 9 times out of 10, I'm neglecting that other phone. Okay? So that other phone, half the time I can't find it. And then the one that I'm on editing, like I'm editing, I'm working. I don't even give people that number. There's 2 people that know that number. That's it. That's it. But I'm bad at it. I've admitted it. I'm just bad at it, okay? Don't base, if you are wanting me to really like respond to you, I'm going to need you to change your mindset, okay? Just know I love you. There's nothing bad. There's nothing I'm thinking in my head. There's nothing like, I'm like, oh, I'm not texting. It's not nothing. It's not you. It's me. 100%. It's me. I need people to realize this. And it's hard for people to realize, but I'm going to need people to realize that content creation is a job. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And especially now that the kids are back to school, I'm pushing out probably 8 videos a day. 8 videos a day is what I'm trying to push out. So you're talking about filming, editing, all the things on top of still trying to do everything at the house, keep the house clean, make sure that we have laundry done, make sure that we have meals, all the things. Okay? Get the kids, everything. So on top of that, there's that. But a lot of people have this like thought, and you're just a content creator, so you should be able to answer my phone call at all times. No. I also need to do things to be a content creator. You can't just wake up and say you're a content creator. I have to respond to emails. I have to, there's a lot I need to do. I have to edit these videos. You can't just post them all willy-nilly. You can't. I have. It's not fun. There's a lot you gotta do, and it takes a lot of time. And if you ever ask somebody who has stopped doing content creation if it was easy, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna tell you, no, that was hard. That was a lot of work. That was a lot. So, yeah, I'm trying to stop going. Mike says I'm a lip smacker. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna get better at it. But just know it's nothing about you, it's me. I am really bad at it. And if you are my friend and you think that determines our friendship, we're not going to be friends. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. You have to understand that you will text me probably at 8:00. I'm going to text you back at noon the next day. And you have to be okay with that. And sometimes I'm not even going to text you back. I'm just going to put a heart on the thing. But just know that I read it. I just do that so you know I read it. I don't know what my problem is. Do they have classes or something for that? I wouldn't even have time for the class unless I get a mommy helper. I need a mommy helper. Maybe I could get a mommy helper that will text you guys back. Also, I didn't realize how bad I was at eating lunch until the kids went back to school. When they were home, I didn't really eat lunch. I don't know what it is. Just didn't eat it. I know. I don't know. I don't know why. I would always in the morning, I'm not I say I'm not a breakfast person, but I love breakfast. If we go out to breakfast, I'm mowing down, hash browns, eggs, bacon, all of it. But if I'm home, I'm just grabbing one of those peanut butter bar thingies, I don't know what they're called, and the ones that have to go in the fridge, and then I'm drinking a protein shake. That's it. So then when it comes time for lunch, usually I'll have a yogurt. Except they've been back at school and now all of a sudden, I think I'm just like, oh, I miss like making somebody lunch. So now I go in there and I've been eating like a 4-course meal. I don't know. It's been working. I'm probably going to gain some weight, you know? Whew. It's all right though. It's good. I've been eating a lot of food lately. Stop. I'm not lying. I've been eating a lot of food. You know, all these cookies are really good. But let me tell you something. Be careful. Don't buy more than one pack because, oh, me and my husband can tear those up. They are so good. I was laying in bed the other night. I looked over at him. I said, "Can you go get me a cookie?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay." I just love cookies. You know what? I like sweet things at night. I do. But not like ice cream and stuff. I think I'm lactose intolerant. I think I am. I think my husband is too. My stomach will start to gurgle, but you know what? I'm in denial. Like, I'll still go eat the ice cream and stuff. I'm like, whatever. We'll deal with that another time. Add it to the list. Oh, Lordy. It's true, though. I just did lip smacking again. So for some reason, the last 2 days, I think I'm going to take hydroxyzine tonight. I think I am. The last 2 nights, I've been getting up at like 2:30. And then I stay up till like 3:30. That's not fun. Oh, that ain't fun. I'm just laying there like, please go back to sleep. And then I get all these things in my head. I'm like, oh, come on. Then I get up and I'm like, well, maybe if you go pee, you can go back to bed. So then I get up and go pee. And then like nothing barely comes out. I'm like, you didn't even have to pee. All those things just going through my head. And then I go sit back down or lay back down. I don't sit down. I lay down and I'm like, all right, well, maybe you should put a weighted blanket on your head. I know that sounds weird. I do. I put weighted blankets on my head. It's like not like over my nose, but like, I love weighted blankets. You know what? I love weighted blankets. I have so many. Not like the big blankets. No, 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 no. I do have one of those that I sleep with every night. But the pods. You know what the pod thing is? I have a lot of those. I do. I like them. And I put one like up here and I'll put one on my chest. Oh, they're so great. I won't even travel without them. I love them. They're my favorite. But yeah, I don't know what my problem is. Tonight I'm going to take a hydroxyzine. I am. Y'all got anything to help you sleep when you can't sleep? I'm telling you, it was probably the best thing that ever happened to me is getting, well, not, it's one of them for sure. But I told my therapist one day, I said, you know what? Sometimes and she was like, maybe you need something to help you. I said, yes. And every now and then I do one. It's great. I think it's good. It makes me get that like deep sleep, you know? Because my body sometimes I'm just like, I feel worn down. Y'all hear that there's like another kind of COVID going around? Do you know that? That's what somebody said today. I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure I had it. I'm pretty sure. She was giving all the symptoms. I said, ooh, I'm pretty sure I already got that. I'm pretty sure. Because let me tell you something. I thought I was my period last week. I was for sure it was my period. I was feeling some type of way. Oh, I was a mess. I was a mess. I was so tired too, which I should have known from that because usually my periods don't make me tired. They make me more of like just like irritable and everything. And I was so tired, like I could barely stay awake. And yeah, I come to find out there's like a new, like people are going, they're like, oh yeah, you have COVID. I'm like, what? We're back to that again? So over it. I'm over it. But anyways, I'm pretty sure that's what I had. So I was in denial for 2 days. And then finally that third day, I told my husband, we were sitting outside. I said, I think I'm sick. I know you probably don't want to hear that, but I'm pretty sure I'm sick. And I think I need to go to bed. And I did. I went to bed at like 6:00. Didn't wake up till 8 the next day. I needed it though because I woke up and I felt so good. So it all worked out. I'm an advocate for take what your body needs. Oh my gosh, take what it needs. Let it take what it needs. So many of you are just fighting it. Why are y'all fighting it? Man, my husband too. I said, can you please stop? Go take a nap. He'll be bobbing his head like, I'm like, go to sleep. What are you doing? He's like, I'm fine. I'm like, no, you're not. Go to sleep. Why do people do that? Go to sleep. If I'm tired, I'm going to sleep. I'm tired. I'm going to sleep. Sorry. Like, no. No. He does that all the time, you guys. He is just, I love him, but he just don't want to miss nothing. Nothing. And then I'm like, what's it even matter? We're watching a show together. Tomorrow you're going to have to wake up early and rewatch it because you were not awake. I looked over and you're snoring. Okay. So the only other thing that I wanted that I was like is on my list to tell you guys what else I do that I'm kind of like I need to stop. I need to stop it. I'm embarrassing myself. I swear this happens to me more often than I'm I'm the problem. I am. I have for I'm not kidding you. My husband will say, "Do you want this?" And I'll be like, "Oh yeah, put it in the garage and I'll sell it on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace." It's still sitting in the garage. It's still sitting in the garage. I have like a pile of stuff that I say I'm going to sell and I haven't yet. And it's like, why don't you just go donate it? Well, because it's like worth a lot of money. And then you're like, oh, I'll just sell it. And then I never sell it. I don't know what is wrong with me. I literally have a pile that I'm like, oh, like I have like a Goodwill pile that I keep saying I'll take the Goodwill till, and I haven't did that. I need to do that too. But just what is wrong with me? I think I'm undiagnosed something. Something. I don't know what it is. But yeah, I need to I need to stop. Y'all do that? Is it just me? It's probably just me, huh? I'm always like, you can put it in the garage and I'll sell it on Facebook Marketplace. It's still 3 months later. Oh man. Oh my goodness. I better figure it out though because it is coming up to we live in Iowa and it gets cold in the winter and we both park in the garage. And so we need room in the garage. I need to figure that out. Better get rid of stuff. Because if he gets too mad, he starts chucking things without me knowing. He will. He chucks it. And then he'll be like, I don't know what happened to it. And I'm like, I do. But we're not going to argue about it. Somebody asked me today, what is the best advice? I'm going to have my husband on the podcast, you guys. I am. Once this podcast room gets done, oh my gosh. Oh. Anyways, so I'll go over this more. But I said that if there's one thing in life that I feel like I'm winning at, like winning, it's my marriage. I don't know what happened. I feel like I'm winning. I don't know. We just really, we're figuring it out. We figured it out. Don't you worry. We had some rough patches, but all in all, now we've got it all figured out. Now it's like great. I'm telling you. It just takes a lot of work. People give up too easily. They do. But then again, some people get married and they shouldn't have gotten married in the first place. That'll be a whole nother podcast. I'm going to end it by telling you guys a story. I'm everywhere. I'm going to tell you guys a story of something that happened yesterday. And honestly, I'm like so embarrassed by it. And I'm like, why are you embarrassed? Because it was a lesson that I learned. Everything that you do in life, there's a lesson to learn from it. And the lesson I learned, well, let me tell you what happened and then I'm going to tell you the lesson that I learned, okay? So I've been taking my dogs with me pretty much everywhere I go because the kids are, I'm bored. I need my dogs. I need somebody with me. I'm used to having my kids. So I was like, whatever. Take my dogs everywhere with me. So we go pick the kids up from school. We're on our way, or we get home. I get out, I go inside. Didn't realize that Carson didn't let the dogs out of the back seat. I just figured since he was in the back seat, he did it the day before, he would just let the dogs out. And of course, I'm running around because Liz was going to come over for a spray tan. And I was trying to do the dishwasher. I was trying to get dinner on. Like, it was just a whole thing. And Liz comes over. She gets her spray tan, which is weird because the car is in the garage and I was spray tanning her. So I'm spray tanning her, do all the things. We go back inside. Me and her are talking for a while. I'm talking, it's probably 35 minutes. And then she says, hey, I need something from the mailbox. It says it was delivered here. she gets things delivered here because she lives out in the boondocks and it comes faster if it comes here. So she's like, it says it's your mailbox. I was like, okay, well, the key, which is so crazy to me. As we were in the pickup line, something told me to take off my key fob in the keys to my mailbox and my house key and set those up on the thing. So I did, and all I have is my key fob in my purse. So she goes, I need the key or whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, it's actually in my car up on the thing. So she goes, okay, I'll go get it. She goes out to go get it and she comes back in and the dogs are with her. And she was like, Melinda, you had the dogs in the car. And they're like panting, like, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So then, of course, I'm not trying to blame Carson. So I was just like making it like more of my fault because all in all, I'm the parent. It is my fault. And I was like apologizing to the dogs because I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I did that. Now I want to tell you what lesson I learned. Now, if you know me, there's this story I tell, and I don't even know why I tell people. I think it's because I was in so much shock when that person told me, but there was somebody in my life who told me, like, as a joke, like, I left my kids in the car overnight. And their kids are older now, but they like told me that they did that. And I was like, oh my gosh, what do you mean? Like, whoa, I would keep that one to myself. And so I tell people that, and I'm like, why? Who am I? Who am I to be going to judge that person? Who am I to go tell their business to anybody? The lesson I learned is it can happen to anybody. We're all human, and it is so hard for I was the type of person that I'm going to sit there and I'm going to be like, you should have gotten that. You should have known better. You guys, life is already so hard and messy. Like, we're all just trying to figure it all out. Sometimes we mess up, and you cannot judge somebody because they messed up. They are not their mess up. They are not. They made a bad decision doesn't mean they're a bad person. And I've always had this, like, when I talk to this person or I see this person, that's always in the back of my head. And then after that happened to me yesterday, I was like, okay, note taken. It can happen to anybody. We all make mistakes. Every one of us. And it's so easy to make the mistake. Your head might be over here when something is going on over here. And it reminded me of that. And then it also made me look at, I know that Emily Kaiser, I looked at her TikTok because everybody's like, oh, she finally posted something after months of her her son passing away. I went to go look and see what she posted, and she's blaming herself for it. And my heart is just so heavy for her because I understand that she is saying, I did this because I should have gotten a gate to protect my babies and from the pool. Don't get me wrong. I think that every parent should have, if your kids do not know how to swim, even if they do, I think that every pool should have safety measures because I even tell my sister all the time, she runs a daycare and she has a pool and I'm like, girl, please. And she's like, I promise. And I'm like, okay. But I really think she cannot carry that. That's not good. That's not good for her health. She made a bad mistake, yes, by wanting a gate that was aesthetic to the home or whatever. I get it. But she cannot carry that like that. It's not healthy, and it is not her fault. It is not her fault. I don't care. People can come to me. Come for me. It's not her fault. I'm very in tune with my faith, and I can tell you that God already knew that he was going to take that baby. He knew he was going to take that baby. And it's going to be a while for her. She will realize, and it might be in a really hard way, but she will realize that it wasn't even her plan, it was his. And she's going to have to pick herself up and put one foot in front of the other. And I hope somewhere along the way she realizes that it wasn't her fault. It wasn't. I know we all try to find people to point fingers at. You did it, you're the reason that this happened. No. No. We can't take it back, you guys. We are all human. People make mistakes. The only bad thing that I can say is if you make the mistake and you don't learn from it, then there's an issue. But we're all human. And it is so, I think it's, if you're one to just sit back and judge somebody for a mistake that they made, you're going to pay for that later. And in this case, I was judging that person and then you thank the Lord, my sister-in-law found my dogs in there because that could have ended horrible. But that lesson's going to come along one day and you're going to realize, wow, it's so easy. It's so easy to mess up, to not pay attention for 2 minutes, to be so wrapped up in things. You know, I think everybody just has to stop playing the point the finger game when it's something like this that, yeah, she should have, you're right, she should have gotten a gate. But she can't go back. So why are we going to sit here and point fingers? Let's learn from this. Go get one now because you got a little baby that's going to be growing up soon and in the same boat. You know, I think she needs prayers more than ever. And I feel so heavy on my heart for her that she's putting that on her. She shouldn't do that. She shouldn't do that. And as a mom, I would hope that people would understand that, you know, if you have a kid, how fast these kids are just. I remember one time being in a store and Carson was screaming to be out of the thing, and it was cold, so you didn't have like a cart. So I had the stroller, you know. I let him out because I was tired of hearing him scream, and I was holding his hand, and he kept throwing himself on the ground, you know, being a kid. And I think I was just trying to get a Christmas present or something for Mike, and I turned, and he had already, it was almost like 10 seconds. He was like playing with the stroller, and 10 seconds, turn around, and he was gone. Now, granted, I found him in 30 seconds right after that, you know, but you're in that moment, your heart is just like, oh my God. It's like, you know, and as a parent, I know we've all had that feeling of, you know, that feeling, you know, the feeling. If you're a mom, you know the feeling where you take your eyes off of them for, you know, a brief second, and they're fast, but yeah, that's what I was ending that with. And I know some people are going to be like, well, you should have, and you're right. I should have made sure everybody was in the house and all that, but I'm human, and I've learned from it now. Now I know when I need to always make sure everybody's out of the car, because even though my kids are grown, I still got these dogs. So, all right. I love you guys. This was a fun episode. Let me know if you liked it. If you want more like this, or do you want more of motivated little pep talks? Do you want more of, what do you want? You tell me what you want, because I'm here for you. And remember, I still have my Bible studies. We do fun ones. Okay. I'm all about having fun. And I'm just telling you the Bible in a funny way so that you can remember it. And it's not so boring, because let's be honest, the Bible is not always the funnest thing to read. It's not. Especially if you're not in it to win it. If you're just like, oh, I know I need to be reading it, and you need to know the stories, come over and just, yeah, just watch them. They're really short. I think the longest one I have is 5 minutes. So, and I go over like, Genesis 22 or 33, Genesis 34. So it's really easy. And then you can subscribe to get the study guides, which aren't really study guides. They're more like bullets of things you should really know. So, because there's not everything, I can't go over everything. And then you're also wondering, well, what was I supposed to learn from that? And those I do tell you. So definitely something to subscribe to. Also, if you just go to that link, it'll tell you, what do you want to see? Do you want to know about my book? Do you want to know about my podcast? Do you want to know about my Amazon favorites? Because I'm a reviewer. Like, what do you want to know about? So once you subscribe to those things, then you'll be like, oh, I'll get the podcast every time it comes out. I'll get the newsletter for her book. I'll get all these things. So everything, all good things happening, you guys. Thank you for listening to my podcast. You guys don't understand. It means more to me than you'll ever know. I had a friend the other day say, I love your podcast so much. And I'm just like, oh, somebody's listening. Wow. I like it. Not just my family, which I love my family, but I love you guys. And as always, remember, it's okay to be messy. We are all messy. Some people just show it more than others, but as long as you're motivated. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you next week. What was that? Oh.